Hello and welcome to Relatable Code. In this video, we're going to talk about toasts and snack bars in Android. So let's get started. So what's a toast? A toast is like a simple notification that pops up on the user's screen to display a message for a brief amount of time. Okay, let's see how we can create one. It's actually very straightforward to do. So go to your XML layout file and go to your palette right here. Let's add a button. Okay, we can position that button a little to the top. Let's give it a top margin of 100 dp. And let's change the text to display simple toast. Okay, and for the ID of that button, change that to btn underscore simple underscore toast. Okay, after that, go to your main activity right here. Create a reference for that button like this. btn simple toast equals to find view by id r.id dot btn simple toast. Okay, let's attach an on-click listener to that button so that when we click on it, we can actually see this toast. Okay, so that's how you attach an on-click listener to this button. And now we just want to show that toast. Okay, you can do that by writing toast with lowercase characters like that. After writing that, you have to pass two parameters here. Okay, let's just pass this for now and a text, for example, a simple toast. Okay, I'll talk about contexts in a little bit. I just want you to see what a toast looks like for now. We're going to run our application like that. There's our emulator, that's our button, click on it, and that's our toast. Okay, that's a pop-up notification that gets displayed for a brief amount of time. Okay, it's really that simple to create, but I want you to understand the concept of contexts here, which is the first parameter which is required by this toast to get created. Okay, so what's a context in Android? You can think of a context as a special type of object in Android that acts as a bridge between you and the Android system itself. Okay, and what I mean by bridge is it can actually give you access to the resources of your application. For example, your drawables, your layout files, your strings as well. Okay, it can give you access to those resources. It can give you access to the user's preferences, and it has a lot of use cases actually. Okay, and we were able to pass a context like that because in this case, this refers to the activity, and context is a supertype of that activity. Okay, it's one of the supertypes of your Android activities, your Android fragments, so passing one or gaining access to one is not really difficult, as long as you're inside an activity or a fragment, which we will talk about in a separate video. Okay, that's how we passed the context, and in this case, we passed the activity. Okay, so whatever operation was happening inside here was scoped to the life cycle of the activity. And what I mean by that is that this context lives as long as this activity is still alive. Okay, so until this activity reaches the undestroy stage, this context will remain alive in this case. Okay, which affects this operation basically. If you want a context that can live longer than your current activity, you can use application context. This type of context basically stays alive as long as your application is alive. Okay, but for a simple operation like displaying a toast, you don't have to use application context. In that sense, you're just fine with passing the activity as that context. Okay, and that context was a required parameter to create this toast. Okay, one of the three parameters which were required. First, you needed a context. Second, we needed the character sequence, which is basically the text that you want to display. And for the third parameter, we needed the duration. This duration was, in this case, length.short. You can substitute that for length.long, like that. And now, if you rerun your application, notice that when you click on this button, you will have a toast that lives or that gets displayed for a longer amount of time. That's because we used length_long for this case. And that's how you create a simple toast in Android. So, what about the snack bar? The snack bar is actually another type of notification that's similar to the toast, but it's more customizable than the toast. Let's see how we can create one of those. Go to your design view again, drag and drop another button, position it wherever you want in your screen. I'm going to position it below my display simple toast button. Inside here, I'm going to give it a margin of 50. I'm going to give it a text of display simple snack bar. And for the ID, it will be btn_simple snack bar. Just like that. And inside our main activity, we can create a reference like simple snack bar here as well. And we're going to add an on-click listener for that button. Inside this on-click listener, we're going to display that snack bar the same way that we did with our toast. We can do it like val snack bar equals to snackbar dot make, like that. And make will require three parameters. The first parameter will be a view. You're just fine with passing this view, which is it, referring to the button itself. After that, we can click on Control P. It now expects a text. So this is our simple snack bar, just like that. And after that, we need a duration. So here we can write snackbar dot length_short. After that, we can write snackbar.show so that we can see that snackbar. Okay, if you don't write .show, you won't actually see neither the toast nor the snackbar in that case. Rerun your application. That's our emulator. Click on that button. That's our snackbar. And the thing with snackbars, you can see it also displays a notification for the user, also for a certain amount of time, but it's more customizable than the toast. With snackbars, for example, you can have snackbar.set background tint, for example. You can set a custom color for that snackbar, like r.color.red, for example. You can rerun your application. And here you can see you now have a red snack bar. It's more customizable than the toast, and it's more practical as well. You can also create a custom layout. So let's create a custom view and work with that. Go to your layout folder here at the left, right click on that, create new layout resource file. Give it a name. You can name it whatever you want. I'm going to name it custom_view. It's going to be a constraint layout parent. Go to your design, drag and drop a text view if you want. You can give it some constraints like that. I think that's fine. And for its text, we can use this as our custom text. You can also create a custom view with an image, for example. Go to your design tab again, go to your image view, and you can drag and drop an image view wherever you want. You can set a dummy image for now. You can create any image that you want. Go to your drawables folder right here, right click on that, go to new, vector asset, click on clip art right there, and let's look for something like this check circle, for example. Go to next, and here we have a new drawable, which is our check circle. Go to your split right there, click on your image. You're going to get navigated to here. Give it a right constraint so that it can be properly constrained. And for the SRC, let's use SRC for our image. We're going to use baseline check circle. Delete the SRC compat. And that's a fairly small image. Let's remove the top margin. Let's give it an end margin. I think it needs to be a little larger so that it can have a significant impact. I think that's a great significant impact. I'm not going to waste a lot of time on that. Let's just have our text like this. So this is our custom view, but there's one more thing we need to do. We don't want this to pop up on the whole screen for the user. So we need to go to layout height and give that a wrap content. We only want our message to be this big, as much as our content needs it to be. That's what you need to do for custom views in this case. And now go to your main activity so that we can configure that custom view for our snackbar. So let's go to our XML for our activity and create a new button to display that custom view. Drag and drop that button right there or wherever you want. Give it a top margin so that you can see it. Click on that button again, and here you can write display custom view. For the ID of that button, you can name it btn underscore custom underscore view, like that. Go to your main activity .kotlin file, create a reference for that button, custom view, give it an ID, like that, and now we're going to attach an on-click listener. So we're going to need a snack bar, and we're going to modify the view of that snack bar or the layout of that snack bar. We can create it just the same way, like that. This will be actually taking the text from this one. So we don't need any text here, it will be redundant. Okay, and after that, we need to make just a few modifications so that we can work with this custom view. So to be able to access this custom view, we need to inflate that XML file. So we need to create a custom view variable, and it should have a value of layout inflator dot inflate r dot layout dot custom view, so that we can actually work with that custom view. Okay, it expects another parameter, and that would be the view group in that case. You can leave that at null. And now you have your custom view. Now you can work with that custom view. So we need to gain access to the layout of our snackbar. We can create a new variable for snackbar layout equals to snackbar.view as snackbar.snackbar layout, just like that. And we need to add this view to the snackbar layout. We can do it like snackbar layout dot add view, and here we can just pass our custom view, and we need to add it at index 0 so that we can override the layout of that snackbar. Okay. Beneath that, do we need anything else? Let's try to show the snackbar at that step and run our application. Check your emulator, click on that button, and nothing will happen. Okay, this was an honest mistake. Let's see. Okay, we need to have btn custom view. I think we overrided the onClick listener for our simple toast. As you can see, that's our ugly layout. That's one really ugly layout, but we will fix that. Go to your custom view and give it a white background. I think that should solve it. Rerun that application. Click on that button, and that's our custom layout. If these borders at the end annoy you, you can actually remove them. And you can do it, I believe, like this. Snackbar layout dot set padding 0. Let's rerun that application. And there you have it. You don't have any more padding at the end of your snackbar, to the left or to the right. And that's how you can customize a snackbar with a custom layout. And it's actually the same way that you would display a custom toast. If you notice, it has basically the same behavior as a toast in this case. So you can use this method for both. Okay. You can have a custom layout and you can configure it just like that. You can even access the attributes inside this custom view. You can write custom view.find view by ID for your text view right here, which can have an ID of custom text. Does this have a dependency? No, it doesn't. So here you can have r.id.custom text, and you can override basically any attribute that you want inside that custom view. Like this, for example. Now you can rerun your application. And there you have the overridden text. Okay, and that's pretty much it for toasts and snackbars in Android. If you find my content to be relatable, please don't forget to leave a like and subscribe for future content, and I'll see you in the next video.